All or nothing thinking destroys more progress than a little bit of junk food ever will. And if you only know how to be perfect or off track, then the strategy is not working for you and you're going to fail. In order to stay fit long term, you must learn the balanced approach. And this is something you may have learned in other areas of your life, but high performers who are trying to get fit typically have an all or nothing attitude. They're either all in with their fitness and then they burn out, or they're all out, meaning they just go eat junk food whenever they feel like it and they say, screw it, I'm gonna get on my fitness later. No, you cannot be either of these extremes. You must find a balanced middle that you can be sustainably consistent with that will allow you to be fit for the rest of your life by the permission of Allah. You may have heard of something called the 80-20 rule, which may have served you well in other areas of your life. Now, I like to give you a little bit of leeway on this. I call this the 70 to 90% zone. If you can be 70 to 90% consistent, you're going to do so much better than somebody who's 100% consistent for a temporary period of time. No, you can be 70 to 90% consistent for your whole life, and it's going to be something that greatly enriches your life, that's much more sustainable and allows you to get the results and keep them without falling off by the permission of Allah. So let me remind you of something that you may already know from other areas of life. We want to celebrate small wins and we don't want to get overwhelmed by small losses. So let's take the example of business. Let's say that you have a great quarter in business, but amongst that quarter you have certain days that are good, certain days that are bad, certain weeks that are good, certain weeks that are bad, certain projects that go well, certain that don't. But you don't just have this all or nothing attitude. No, you take the wins and celebrate them and let them motivate you, and you don't let the failures demotivate you. You may be very well equipped with this in business or your professional life. Same thing maybe with your prayers or your family life. Some days you're patient and good with your family, other days you might snap, but you don't let those snaps turn into a 2 to 3 month spell of you just being a bad dad. No, you immediately fix it the next day and be a good father the next day, and let those failures motivate you to be a more patient father for a much longer period than that little snap that you had, because those little snaps are so impactful. And so likewise with your fitness, you might have, 3 weeks where you're really on point with your workouts. Maybe you're like 90% consistent. Then you have a week where you only get one workout in. It's crazy busy, fires at work, whatever else it may be. That's totally fine. Family emergencies, you miss a couple workouts, no problem. You get right back on it and you think to yourself, okay, cool, what systems can I build to ensure that next time I don't fall off as bad? Same thing, you go on travel. The first time you travel, you eat too much junk food, you skip all your workouts. Okay, great. The next time you travel, instead of just saying screw it and giving up because last time you had a bad experience, no, you say, hey, let me figure out a way to be a little more consistent this time I travel, and then a little more consistent next time, a little more consistent. And before you know it, you're effortlessly consistent with the travel. Now, the thing is, it does take a degree of expertise to figure this out. Just like how in your business, you probably didn't just start a business when you were 19 years old and succeed the first time. You have to go through a lot of failures and you have to have some mentors who taught you. Likewise, in your fitness, it's going to be the same thing. And so a lot of us, we're willing to invest in outside help to help us with other areas, but sometimes people are resistant to do so with their fitness. But there's a reason why a good coach can truly transform your life by the permission of Allah, because that fitness is going to transform all areas of your life when you learn how to do it the right way. Now look, I've worked with hundreds of busy professionals, high performers, business owners, people from all walks of life, very, very successful men and women who are really struggling with this, who are able to help to get consistent and build the right systems to stay consistent over the long term to enrich the other areas of their life. If you'd like to learn more about how we can help you with this, go ahead and comment or DM with the word coaching, or send me a DM with any other questions that you have, and I'm happy to help, because I don't want there to be any barrier to your success. I want to be the means by which Allah answers your du'as to get fit, but only if you're willing to put in the necessary effort, just like it is in every area of your life. Only if you're open to having a growth mindset and learning something new, then we can indeed help you. So if that's you, go ahead and comment or DM. Literally any question you have, even if you're not ready for coaching yet, send me a DM, ask me any question, because I want to make sure that we help you to succeed by the permission of Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.